Welcome to another episode of The Mind's Eye with Mike Lowry. Thanks again, guys, for tuning in. I got another good one for you today. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about if it doesn't mind, then it doesn't matter. We focus so much on trying to be right and don't realize at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Stay tuned. So as I stated, I wanted to talk to you guys about if it doesn't mind, then it doesn't matter. So many times, for whatever reason, we focus so much on being right. And at the end of the day, when we realize that it really didn't matter to begin with. As I've stated, I wanted to talk to you guys about if it doesn't mind, it doesn't matter. So many of us focus so much about being right. And at the end of it all, we realize it never mattered in the first place. But why is that? Is it a fear of losing control? Is it fear of feeling not good enough? Or maybe even a sense of belonging or survival, depending on the environment you're in. We really have to ask ourselves, why is it so important on being right? Because whatever the reason is for you, I don't think a lot of us have taken the time why it's so important to be right about stuff that doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. So why are we focused so much on being right about things that don't matter? I want y'all to take the time and think about the last time where you felt like you really needed to be right. And then after all that, after whatever took place, whether it's an argument or a heated debate, at the end of it all, the hour later, the next day, do you even really remember what you were debating about? Or do you even really remember the reason you needed to be right? Or if you were even right or wrong at the time? Do you remember? I want you to take the time to think about that. Now that you're thinking a little bit, number one, don't argue with fools, then you become one. Like if you have particular experience in a particular field or whatever the case may be, and you're giving someone insight based on what could work for them, what could be best in the situation because you have experienced it. And if they don't want to go along with what you're saying or what you experienced, even though you have firsthand experience with it, and they still don't want to go and do it your way, they still don't want to agree with you, then just let it be. There's no point in trying to get someone or convince someone of something that you know to be right. And even if they don't understand it, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter to you. You understand the experience, you understand what happened, and you've done all you can do. And at that point, there's no point in going down deeper in a further conversation about something that's not going to change. Number two, stop chasing the narrative in an argument to be right. Like what I mean by that is I know people will have a particular thing that they're debating or discussing or what have you. And once they are shown that they're wrong, they'll kind of change the conversation a little bit to kind of pull in a direction which will make them, a little more right. You as a strong one, you got to position yourself. And when you see it's going that way, just agree to disagree. Because then now the conversation is going to go way left. It's going to go a place you don't want it to go. And it's going to get off task. So don't allow someone to chase the narrative in an argument to be right. Let's stay on task or we can move on to something else. Number three, if it doesn't mind, then it doesn't matter. And the point with that is, what difference does it make if I'm right or wrong if it doesn't change the outcome of the situation? If at the end of this conversation, being right, nothing changes. At the end of this conversation, being wrong, nothing changes. So what's the point? Because it's not going to matter anyways. Number four, just converse with people with the intent of having a conversation, not the intent to be right. Because at the end of the day, who's to say you are right? I think so many times that we as people find ourselves in heated debates for no reason. I need to have a conversation with you. You need to have a conversation with you. Let's talk about the facts. Let's talk about our opinions. Let's talk about what it is. But I should never be put in a situation to tell you whether you're wrong or right, because I'm only looking through my lens and my perspective as well as you are. Number five, save your peace. Don't focus your day on stuff that doesn't matter. Don't lose your peace and find yourself worrying about stuff that doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you're going to get up, go to work, put your clothes on, and find peace in the world, whether it's through God, whether it's through friends, whether it's through family. Don't allow anybody to steal your peace because they want to be right. Just let it go. Move on. Find peace in other things, and don't find peace in being right. So I also want to leave you guys with the idea of finding peace and acceptance, because I can accept being wrong and still find peace, and I can accept being right and still find peace. Because at the end of the day, a lot of things don't matter that much to lose my peace for. So I can accept the idea that maybe I'm wrong today, and that's okay. I'm still happy inside. I'm still peaceful inside. Or I'm right today and I'm still happy. I'm still peaceful. But whether I'm right or wrong shouldn't change my emotional peace. And with that being said, if it don't mind, then it don't matter. So stop worrying about stuff that don't matter, whether you're right or wrong. Well, that concludes another episode of the Minds Out with Mike Larry. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Again, don't forget to like, share, and comment. And if there's anything that you want me to address or talk about, please leave a comment. Thanks again. See you next time. And don't forget to subscribe.